Well, hello, everyone. We are here in Nashville where the Browns have just engineered the greatest comeback in Browns history to beat the Titans 29-28. It was pretty incredible. They scored 26 unanswered points. It was a crazy, crazy fourth quarter again, and they actually pulled it out. Can you believe it?
No, absolutely not. It was just a stunning performance. It was the Steelers game with a happy ending this time. It was really almost the same exact game, but this time the Browns defense was able to hold at the end of the game. This time Brian Hoyer was able to convert on that last drive. And, I mean, what a dramatic turnaround. Joe Thomas was saying after the game, he just says, we're the drama queens. I hope that's not a nickname that sticks. It doesn't ring like Cardiac Kids, but they'll take it for now.
Well, afterwards, Brian Hoyer said, I think our fans are excited. I hope they're not in the ER right now. And Mike Pettin said, hey, you know what? It was great that we won, but I told them they got to stop doing this. I've got an EKG scheduled. My heart can't take this anymore. These games all coming down to absolutely crazy finishes. But once again, this one was different because it was an unbelievably tremendous comeback. One of the guys that contributed mightily was Travis Benjamin. He muffed that punt, and it looks like he's completely lost his confidence in that department, but he can still catch touchdown passes.
2 touchdown catches today. It's unbelievable. He's having trouble with just floating balls coming to him, and yet he's grabbing passes over his head. Coming into this season, I think most people just thought of him as a special teams performer. And yet he's contributed really well in the offense. He has 3 touchdowns. Really redeemed himself. He went from the goat back to the rabbit.
He did. And you know what? Brian Hoyer talked about the fact that those two have sort of bonded in their torn ACLs. They were both coming back from torn ACLs. They've spent a lot of time together. They've become good friends, and Brian trusts him wholeheartedly even after what happened on the muffed punt. They basically just kept going back to him, showed faith in him. It was rewarded at the end when he caught that touchdown pass, the 6-yarder in the back left of the end zone with 1:09 left. Another big contributor, Ben Tate, a career-high 123 yards. He came back from a sprained right knee, ran with a vengeance.
Yeah, I thought the running game has been the most consistent thing they've had all season offensively. The line had another great day blocking for him. I think they finished with 175 yards total rushing. Really impressive. But again, this is why they went out and got Ben Tate. I was really impressed with his performance. What's interesting is he got 123 yards. Didn't have more than a 15-yard carry, did he?
No, 15 was
really the consistency was really just all day, just giving you 5-6 yards at a crack.
Well, of course, Jake Locker would have loved to have finished this game. He was off to a rousing start before he suffered a thumb injury when Buster Screen came crashing in on him, ended up with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Jake Locker was happy about the penalty, only soon to find out that he injured his thumb and was going to have to come out of the game. Before he left, he ran for a touchdown. He threw for a touchdown. He was kind of on fire. He had a 122.9 rating. He was tearing it up. He was running all over the place, and the Browns could not contain him on those scrambles.
It'll be interesting. I think a couple of the Browns defenders may be a little lighter in the wallet this week. I would not be surprised to see Christian Kirksey getting fined for his hit on Locker after Locker scored on a touchdown run. And then you never know what's going to happen. Anytime a quarterback gets hurt where there's a personal foul called, Buster Screen may also be a little lighter in the wallet. But right now I bet you the Browns will take it, because even though Charlie Whitehurst came in and threw 2 touchdowns on his first 3 throws, he wasn't very good after that.
No, he wasn't. He was not able to get them back into the game in the fourth quarter when they really needed it. Kawan Williams also came up huge with a sack on the last drive when the Titans were trying to pull it out. All they needed was a field goal, and this time it wasn't to happen. So Charlie couldn't pull it out. The Browns' defense, they were just horrible when they were building their 28-3 lead. Again, largest comeback in Browns history, largest road comeback in NFL history. It did not start out well, but all's well that ends well.
Yeah. The defense, much maligned, was much better in the second half, and they made plays at the end of the game. You mentioned Kwan Williams' play. They had the huge fourth down stop, which I'm sure people in Tennessee are going to be going crazy why they did not punt the ball there. And one other thing, one other note: the special teams has been obviously had a tough start to this season, but Tank Carter made a huge play at the start of the fourth quarter to block a punt, give him a safety, and pull it back within a 2-touchdown game. And that was critical, I thought.
It was critical because obviously in a 1-point game, those 2 points loomed large. Mike Pettin was trying to figure out, where do you go for the 2-point conversion and what are they going to have to do? They were doing the math. They didn't have to do it so much after Tank Carter came up with that big, huge blocked punt for the safety. So again, the special teams came through. Offense came through. Defense pulled it together in the end after a very rocky start. Browns are 2-2 with those Pittsburgh Steelers coming to town, and we'll have it all here for you on cleveland.com.